Melissa. That was weird. I'm sorry.
This is bad.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
And I'm Sisi Hood.
And this is Off the Record.
My name's Sierra Hood, also known as Sisi Hood. I'm a visual artist. I paint, I draw, I sculpt. I do everything. I started drawing when I was really young. My babysitter, she kind of taught me how to draw, but we'd always do paper dolls. So it kind of influenced my love of fashion and art. So I would just draw bodies, and female bodies mostly, and clothing. It just kind of started from there, and I couldn't stop. My parents always harbored a very creative environment, and my grandmother was an artist. When I started making more erotic art, they were open to it, and they knew about it. I was very, like, I would show them my paintings. They're like, you can go to school for art, you can make whatever kind of art you want, but you should go to school. I went to school for fashion design, but my art was just always there. And then I would just take art classes on the side because it was fun. When I first started getting really serious about art, most of my paintings were vagina related. A lot of masturbation, but that wasn't for the erotic sense, it was for self-love. One of my biggest fails, it was probably last year. I quit my job and I quit school, and I was going full-fledged freelance artist. It was probably the most beneficial because I failed so much last year. I got commissioned for a big job, and it was exciting, and I put way too much on the line with that job, and I didn't follow my protocol that I usually do, and I didn't collect a deposit that was necessary, and then it fell through. Now, because of that, I have a protocol that I follow. I make sure I get deposits, I have contracts. Just follow your guns when you believe that something's not right. All of my art is female empowered. It has to do with finding the strength within yourself, empowering yourself, loving yourself. But the idea will just pop into my head, and then I can't get it out until I paint it. And it'll just be a random image, and it kind of develops over time. My motivations, I do have my favorite artists, Yayoi Kusama, Takashi Palm, Frida Kahlo. It's cliche, but she's a badass woman, so of course she inspires me. A lot of my friends who do inspiring things, a lot of my friends are creators, so they tend to motivate me. We motivate each other. Obviously, finishing a painting is like the best thing in the world, because a lot of times I'll have an idea and then I will knock it out in 24 hours, and just seeing the process in my own time, it's like the best feeling ever. Another feeling though I like is when people are offended by my art or are really like shy towards it. I feel like that's what it should be doing. It should make you uncomfortable. It should make you disturbed, if that's the word. But I like it, and I like having those discussions with people, and like, why do you think this is inappropriate? Why don't you like this? We elaborate, and usually they'll be on my side at the end.
Everyone who sees this painting as of like recently thinks it's done, but I'm adding billboards, I'm adding neon lights, I'm adding more stars to the sky, so there's a lot to be done.
And will your billboards have a message, or is it just to
I like leaving Easter eggs.
Okay.
So I'm doing the sticky bun painting, so that's gonna be a billboard. I have the lucky cat here, so in my art show I had the lucky cat room, the installation. So there's that. There's a giant ramen bowl, like billboard there. So not necessarily, I mean, I will have some words throughout it that are like girl power, but it's mostly Easter eggs, and like I just like having a lot to look at. So but it's not going to be obvious, so you're gonna have to really look and see.
The biggest highlight of my career has probably been my solo art show. It started as like a random idea, so then I realized I needed money, because there was no way that I could pay for all of this, and my friend offered up his house to host the art show at, and it was completely free, but I realized I still needed more money, so I put together a paint and sip randomly. We put it together in 2 weeks, and it sold out within 1 week. We did a GoFundMe and raised, surprisingly, my entire goal. I had a tech guy that was doing my flyers, and we collaborated on an installation in the art show. Then my other homegirl did tattoos at my closing show. I wanted to highlight obviously myself, but all my other friends who are doing things.
Shall we begin?
How do you reach out to everyone? Are these people that you know? Like, how do these collaborations come about?
It's so cliche, but it's kind of like it's meant to be. My homegirl that does tattoos, that did my pop-up, or my flash tats on my pop-up, we met through Instagram. And I think somebody had tagged her in one of my pictures, and then she was like, oh my god, I love your art. And I was like, oh my god, I love your tattoos. And then she would come over to our house and do like tattoos on me and my roommates, and then we just kind of developed a friendship.
Seeing it pan out and seeing it actually work out was crazy, and I didn't even think I could do it. Seeing it be successful, seeing people excited for it, and realizing that I can do all these things if I put my mind to it. It was just weird how perfectly it went. Like we had failures, but every time something came up, we fixed it right away. And I was like, I don't have time to be sad. I don't have time to freak out. I just gotta fix it. And everything went perfectly. There's a lot of people that told me like, you can't make a career out of art. You need to go to school. You can't do this yourself. But deep down inside, I've always known that art is what I want to do. And one way or another, whether it's in school, not in school, I'm gonna get to where I'm going. Holding back or waiting on people to give you opportunities is you're never gonna get anywhere that way. You just gotta apply yourself and just keep going and work and work and work and just put out content and don't let people tell you otherwise. I'm Japanese, Filipino, Swedish, Danish, Norwegian. I took my Japanese heritage and applied that to my female empowered art. I named this series of paintings Sukuban, which translates to girl boss in Japanese. The Sukuban, though, were girl gangs in Japan in the 60s and 70s, and they were very violent, but they were very loyal to each other. They were very strong-minded. So I feel like it just embodied me at this point in my life and the path I'm on. I'm Sisi Hood, and this has been Off the Record.